What's up, guys? We are back in action at the main attraction, which is Manasquan Inlet, and looks like the storm is gonna stay away for a little bit, and I'm gonna try to catch some waves. I really want to surf the fish today. Hopefully I can make some turns today and figure out where I'm going wrong with the turns. Banana, banana. The lineup is kind of crowded. Need my potassium. So I spent probably 2 hours, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, trying to figure out why this board, the Mayhem Fish, wasn't turning for me. I had a couple sessions on it in the previous days, and it was like driving through. I was making sections that I wouldn't normally make, and it was easy to paddle, easy to get into waves, but I was having a real hard time turning, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I got a fish, so it would be easier to turn. Like, why is it not turning? It's harder for me to turn the fish than it was to turn the wave storm. And I was like, how is this even possible? Right before I went out, I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should tighten my fins. Turns out that that was the issue. The fins were so loose that the little screws, like, I could tighten them almost with my hand. And so I tightened up the screws, and then all of a sudden I can ride the board. I was super pumped. I was thinking, like, man, was this the wrong board to buy? Like, I did a bunch of research on it, like, and I bought this board rather than buying like a poly board, because I need the extra volume still. I'm still like 220 pounds, 210 on a good day. I opted for this because this has more volume than pretty much any poly board that I researched. But then I was thinking, like, oh, maybe it's too fat, like, you know, like maybe it's too high in the water and that's why it doesn't turn. It's just like always feels like it's catching an edge, but that's not the case at all. It's actually that the fins were not in. And I guess when I was turning, the fins were just like turning, like getting pushed to the side by the water. So funny. Sometimes the simplest thing I find can solve like my big problem. I'm super psyched. I think I'm going to be able to lose even more weight on this board because it is slightly harder to paddle than the 8. Hopefully we'll get into some more technical maneuvers in the near future. Eventually, when I get small enough to get a regular poly board, I'm gonna get one and just go from there. I am so hungry tonight. My mom's out with her friends, so I'm just gonna make a little quick dinner. I have some rice that I already made, and then I also have some Japanese curry mix. So I'm gonna make a simple Japanese curry, and hopefully I finish it quick because I'm so hungry. I kind of want to do like a little fried chicken to go on the side. It's nice to have something crispy with the soft curry and the soft vegetables. So this is golden curry. It's a curry from Japan, and they just come in these little curry blocks like this. This one is a medium hot, kind of sweet, kind of salty, and has like a curry flavor to it. And you can make it more spicy or more sweet if you want. You can add a little extra stuff. Some people will add some apples or something to make it sweet, or you could add some soy sauce, chili oil. There's a lot of different things you can add, and you could basically have it with any meat. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so hungry, and my curry is finally done, so I was just taking a picture for Instagram. Here we go. We got the little curry thing that I used, our little chicken tenders, curry, rice, and LaCroix. fried chicken I made. I actually like mine kind of spicy. Ooh, that was kind of a lot. I'm gonna get some of the chili oil too. Ooh. A little bit of spice goes a long way. When I first got introduced to Japanese curry was probably in Hawaii, I think. I was like, whoa, I really like this. This is awesome. As time went on, like I had a little bit of like financial issues, and I would go out to eat, and my friend Greg is watching this. I don't know if you'll remember this, but like friend Greg liked to go to Curry House, and I'd go and I'd order like the cheapest thing on the menu. And then I'd eat those little radishes that they give on the side, and then I'd have like a ton of radishes. And so I was always like, oh my gosh, like one day I want to have enough money so that I can eat the most expensive thing on the menu. Fast forward, I moved to Taiwan, and food is obviously cheaper and things are more affordable, so I can eat curry and I can eat like lots of meat on it, I can get cheese on it, I can have a hot dog with it. And so I would just go like crazy with it. I mean, there was a lot of negative points about Taiwan, but like the fact that you could afford to eat like good food all the time, too much, obviously in my case. I ate a little too much. I gained a lot of weight when I was there. But yeah, that is definitely one of the upsides to being in Taiwan, is that even if you don't have a lot of money, you can eat pretty dang well. Or at least well enough to get fat. It might not be the healthiest stuff, but dang, tastes good. For dessert, I have my blueberry drink, which I like to drink a lot. This time, instead of New Jersey blueberries, we're going for Wyman's Maine blueberries with double antioxidant levels. Need those antioxidants to give me an edge in the thick crowds of the summer surf season. Little recap of the session. Got like a 40-minute session in. Waves were bigger than they have been. This is probably the biggest waves that I've brought this board out in so far. There's someone wearing a Dahui shirt. Sick. Snap one photo then. Paddle was a little bit of a struggle. I was tired from yesterday. I got a couple good ones. It was a little mushy, but yeah, I was able to go down the line. I did one like full cutback, not like a roundhouse cutback, but I definitely like full rotation cutback back into the white water, push forward again, did another little turn much later down the wave. My arm started to hurt yesterday. I've been really favoring this wrist, and so I've been using this arm a lot to like push the board through waves, because the board, it doesn't really duck dive because of how high volume it is. This old like little injury here is starting to hurt, so I got to do my stretches and maybe ice it so I can get another session in later. Yeah, that's it. I have to go to work.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.